little Skoda to that lorry. If he'd had to slammed his brakes on, you were more than, what is it, 2 second brake time. 3 seconds I do. It's like, you see the lorry, it goes past that shade, so then you go 1001, 1002. So you look for a marker, 1001, 1002, you see. And this is the safe distance to be away from the lorry. I love these granite stones, these granite boulders, they're amazing. I do not have any granite boulders on my land. On my land with my workshop. So I haven't heard from the agent, but then I'm not sure I've looked. Have I looked? Me on WhatsApp. She's a very nice agent. I'm very pleased I bought from her. And her mother and I have already been swapping food. And her father came to check on us when Carissa came to have a look at the land. It's nice that people are looking out for us. So I know the bloke would have come down to 31 and a half, because it's 32 and a half. He's got it advertised for 14 with another agent, which the solicitor was like, that's quite unusual to have it on 2 agents at different prices. There you go. So I've offered 29 and a half. See if we can negotiate him down a bit. He's a businessman. Because he's also selling a pig. Well, they call it pig farm, pig kinter, but it's not. It's an abattoir. So, and he now does the meat, the pork in the bread, and goes around to different markets and sells that. But he also has a building in Lorisel de Campo, which is where the property is. Right, I'm just concentrating. You did cut in a little bit soon, Mr. Lorry. That's alright. What was I saying? Yeah, so he obviously hasn't read. So the reason he's selling up is because he's got cancer, and obviously he's trying to help his son. He's got 3 sons. There's one son that needs help with getting accommodation and stuff, so he's obviously trying to raise a bit of money to help his son. So the pig farm was 200. Well, I don't know if it's 200 or 300,000 euros. But I now know it's reduced to 129,000 euros. Because obviously he's a businessman, he's going to want top dollar. And to be honest, 29 and a half is top dollar. You know, it's 0.6 acres and a big workshop, which is just made out of the Portuguese bricks, really like grease pots. And then it's got obviously maybe an asbestos roof, but it's the cemented roof. But I'm not going to muck about with the roof. I'll leave it there, and I'll just me all those weeks ago. So I'm going via Salamanca. So I stopped over at Salamanca and had the worst night ever in a very cold camper van. So if I do want to travel and sleep in the camper van, I will need to insulate her and also find a campsite that has the international electric cable that I have. Slow down to 35, between 35 and 40 miles an hour. But what a beautiful day, eh? It's just like, I mean, it's cold, it's minus 5, 6, 7, did it get to minus 7? Can't remember. Right, let's get back into fifth gear. Really good once I can edit all these videos. Obviously they're a bit boring, especially for the millennials who only have like 30 seconds to 2 minutes watch time. have to concentrate when I get to Portsmouth, because going round roundabouts the wrong way, the right way, is a struggle. I never struggle coming to Europe driving on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, but I do struggle going back. Census, I think I've probably said this before in another video, and lorry sale de campo, I think during the 70s and 80s at the most, like 2000, and the last census, let's go across here, I can feel the wind pushing me over. So I think it's around the 580 at the last census. So it's obviously a big loss of people in this area. So, well, they call it a brain drain, don't they? Ready to skydive? I want to skydive. Have you been skydiving? British car? No, I don't want to skydive. I used to want to skydive. Jump out of an aeroplane. Now I would just want to go up in a hot air balloon. I wanted to do it for my 40th, my 50th and my 60th. Never did it. I got near it. My 60th I took Olive to a balloon show where did we go? lives in Wales would have free electricity. And then you'd have toll roads, so all the foreigners pay for it. But if you lived in Wales, you'd have a special residential pass. And then if you were Welsh, you'd have extra special. So yeah, if you were born in Wales, then you could have, yeah, perhaps if you were born in Wales and you were Welsh, you could have free electricity, free water, and free toll roads. But if you just live in Wales, then you could have it all reduced. What do you reckon? I should be a politician. And I'll tell you what, you'll only get that with Welsh independence. You would never in a million years get it from Westminster. So they call them Welsh Conservatives, Welsh Labour. No, you're not Welsh at all. You're part of the establishment. Salamanca. Oh gosh, 120 kilometres away.
In 600 meters, continue straight.
So I don't think there's any border here, is there? I think so.
Continue straight. Continue for 3 kilometers.
Oh, we're in Spain. Hello, Spain. So I was going to come to Spain to go to Madrid to see Cecilia. But instead I went to estate agents and solicitors and stuff. So I've given the solicitor power of attorney, so I don't have to